So principle number 4, they will never know how far the town is if you carry them on your back. Okay. I had a family come in, Sean, who had a smirk on his face, Mom, who was just crazy mad and upset, and the dad who was mad at Sean and the mom. Okay. It wasn't a pleasant, initial meeting. And then what they did was they told me the story, and that Sean had graduated from college and he was boomeranged back home, and he would get up about 12, maybe 1 o'clock, and then he would play video games a lot of times, and then he would, expect dinner, and then he would go kind of party with his friends, and then he would repeat. And it was not going well. He didn't have a job. He wasn't looking for a job. He had no plans, whatever. And finally, the parents are arguing between each other, and the mom just looks at me and she says, Sean has a problem. And I looked at her and I said, actually, I think you guys have a problem. Sean has a pretty good life. You're giving him everything. So Sean is doing great. And Sean's like moved from his smirk to, wait a minute, here. I said, I think we need a plan, an action plan here. So the question we have to ask is, am I enabling my adult child, or am I helping them become the responsible adult that they need to become? And how do we become a part of the solution rather than continue to be a part of the problem? And here's the big word, boundaries. I think we have to negotiate boundaries in this one. And one of the phrases, I'm going to use a bunch of phrases, but one of the phrases I think is a good phrase is, well, you earned it. It's actually a phrase we take out of the recovery movement, where you earned it. If you were involved with addiction, well, you've earned some of these poor circumstances, but you got to let them earn it. And if they earn it for good, good. If they earn it for bad, well, that's how they're going to learn. We learn when we, fall and scrape our knees. We're not going to do that again. Or, when you were little, you put your finger once on the burner, but you're not going to keep it that way. So you earned it. That's a good phrase. Another one that I like to say, probably drives my kids nuts because I've said it too often, is there's pain in life, but it's either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And what I think an adult child has to learn is the pain of discipline. So we can't take away their pain. Parents want to take away the adult child's pain. We can't do that. So part of the, negotiating boundaries is, no, allow them to have some pain. The other one, and it's a phrase I've used, experience is a better teacher than advice. So let them experience it. Boundaries says, here's the principle. Here's the boundaries. If they break their boundaries, well, then maybe that's the best thing that can possibly happen. Because honestly, your advice isn't working. So let them have the experience, see? And then this phrase just makes sense to me. When the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of changing, well, then you'll change.